The man remembered as history's greatest conqueror began as a kidnapped outcast abandoned on the frozen steppe. Temujin's father died by poisoning when he was still a boy, and the tribe that once followed his family cast them out overnight. Hunger replaced status. At one point, he killed his own half-brother in a dispute over food. This was not destiny unfolding. This was survival turning ruthless. Captured later by a rival clan and locked in a wooden collar, he escaped under cover of darkness with help from a sympathetic guard. That moment mattered more than any battlefield. He learned that loyalty could be engineered, not inherited. When he rose to power in 1206 and took the name Genghis Khan, he dismantled the tribal system that betrayed him. Lineage no longer guaranteed rank. Merit did. Commanders earned position through discipline and results. Units were reorganized into decimal structures, binding warriors to the state rather than to bloodlines. He understood something his enemies did not. Internal division kills faster than foreign swords. His army moved like weather across the grasslands. Horse archers trained from childhood could fire accurately at full gallop. They staged false retreats, lured enemies into pursuit, then encircled them in coordinated waves. Scouts mapped terrain weeks in advance. Signals carried through flags and horns. Mobility replaced brute strength. Armies twice their size collapsed because they fought what they thought they saw, not what was actually happening. Then came the Khwarezmian Empire. A trade caravan under Mongol protection was executed by a regional governor. Diplomats sent to demand justice were humiliated and killed. Genghis responded with annihilation. Cities such as Bukhara and Samarkand fell after calculated sieges that combined Chinese-engineered catapults with psychological warfare. Survivors spread stories of total destruction. Some chroniclers inflated numbers, but archaeological layers of ash confirmed devastation on a massive scale. Terror became strategy. Resistance in one city meant slaughter in the next. Surrender meant incorporation and survival. Yet brutality alone does not explain the empire's durability. Genghis enforced the yasa, a code that punished theft, outlawed the kidnapping of women between tribes, and demanded strict discipline. Religious leaders received protection. Merchants gained safe passage along expanding trade routes. The Silk Road thrived under Mongol patrols. Artisans and engineers were often spared and relocated, not out of mercy, but utility. Administration relied on local expertise. Chinese bureaucrats, Persian tax officials, and Central Asian scholars all served under Mongol authority. Conquest opened arteries of exchange that connected East Asia to Eastern Europe with unprecedented continuity. By the time of his death in 1227, the Mongol Empire spanned from the Pacific to the fringes of Europe. No ruler before him unified such a vast, continuous landmass. His legacy carries two incompatible truths: mass death on a scale that scarred civilizations, and a reordering of Eurasia that accelerated trade, communication, and political integration. The story does not settle comfortably. Was Genghis Khan a destroyer who weaponized fear with unmatched efficiency, or a state builder who understood power more clearly than his contemporaries? The empire he forged forces a harder judgment. When order rises from calculated terror, do we condemn the violence or acknowledge the system it created?